Uncovering a story kept in the dark for over 60 years. Leda Films presents Nazi Gold in Argentina. This 90-minute documentary reveals for the first time, with great historical thoroughness and a meticulous investigation, the series of conspiracies, mysterious suicides and deaths related to the route and destination of a fair amount of the wealth stolen by the Third Reich. This film depicts the implication of the government and some companies in the concealment of money and criminals, disclosing an unpunished and still existing economic power. The story begins in Patagonia, in the south of Argentina, with a representation of the clandestine landings of the submarines after the Nazi defeat. War criminals who disembarked in Argentina, bringing gold, jewelry, and other goods, were warmly received thanks to the abundance of anti-Semitic sentiment encouraged by the government. The investigation reveals that a secret gold route was made possible by a complex network in Europe. Madrid, where this documentary shows for the first time the places where men and money were transferred. The film shows step by step the clandestine meetings among influential figures and the escaping power. Switzerland, with its strongly compromised cities and institutions, it played and still plays a leading role in the covering of Nazi capital. Companies and offices were specially set up as a facade to transfer powerful wealth. Rome, with its 1,000 blessed routes and escapes. Argentine government employees negotiate with the Curia and the Vatican. Criminals sentenced to death escape as ordinary immigrants or priests. A far-off town by the German coast, La Boe, helps to unravel the mystery about the submarines and the gold shipments to the Argentine coast. Why did the United States support a complex network of investments and espionage? Why was Argentina the center of this operation? How many countries and leaders laid the foundations of the modern money laundering? These mysteries and many others are unraveled in this documentary, which is contributed to by recognized experts from all over the world. Beatrice Gurevich, Yuki Goni, Juan Gasparini, Matteo Sanfilippo, Jean Siegler, Carlos Di Napoli, Jean Garbley, Carlos Escudé, Rogelio Garcia Lupo, Diana Quattrochi Wazon, Patrick Burnside, and many others. They have collaborated with Jorge Camarasa, jointly responsible for this award-winning script from his book, Odessa al Sur, directed by experienced Emmy Award nominee Rolo Pereyra. Evidence comes to the surface through a thorough archival material, candid cameras, rigorous and studied dramatizations of strong visual effect and depth of dramatic quality, and the contribution of private collections hitherto unknown. This film uncovers conspiracies as surprising as they are distressing. The victims' testimonies exist side by side with those who still have vested interests, such as Jorge Priebke, son of the criminal Erich Priebke, Wilgen von Owen, former secretary of Goebbels, and many others that are still living in South America, sometimes hidden, sometimes defiant. Leda Films' Nazi Gold in Argentina has linked roots, events, and testimonies, producing a fascinating story of conspiracies and silences. The film ends two terrible and still existing chapters: the lack of memory and the lack of justice. Nazi Gold in Argentina, beyond indifference.